TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
I hope y'all are in the Christmas spirit. We having big fun out here on TV 1061 in Douglasville, Georgia. Welcome to our Christmas episode, family. You know, we're going to do a dab on a little seriousness too, but we got to be in the Christmas spirit because, you know, it's just that time, family. It really is. Your boy been in here like, hang on the mistletoe. Hey, I've been on it. I've been on one.
Yes.
I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Felix Washington in the back, Mr. Marcus Givens in the back, and Miss Shantae
Barksdale. Shouts out.
Want to give shots out. Introduce my king here.
I am King Lundy. That's L-U-N-D-I-E. Merry Christmas. All the way from Macon, Georgia, but I'm Atlanta bound. Want to say a special happy birthday to my young brother, Dwayne Lundy. Peace, man. Happy birthday. May God continue to watch and bless you.
Happy birthday. And I'm King Doc, King Kenneth Allen Moore Jr., okay, but King Doc, as you know.
Yes.
And I want to give a shout out to Kiana. Where are you? I don't know what you want for Christmas. You ain't told me yet. So where are you, Kiana? Let me know. I need to know what you need. Okay, what you want for Christmas? We're gonna go ahead and get into this first topic.
Absolutely.
This first topic is our serious topic for today.
Yeah.
We want to talk about this impeachment. Let me pull out my phone. I need to see what people are saying. Yeah. What do you guys think about the impeachment?
And especially if you've been following the impeachment.
Yes, you know how I follow politics.
Absolutely.
I'm a strong believer in that we need to vote every time the polls open for everything. You know, I believe that if when police violence happened,
absolutely,
if we went to and said, police chief,
yes,
if you don't stop this nonsense, we're gonna vote you out,
right.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Governor.
Exactly.
If you don't, excuse me, Miss. if this nonsense don't stop, we're gonna vote you out.
Yeah.
I think stuff would change.
I do too.
I think we don't really realize the power we have in our vote. Right? But we got to be united, and we got to let people know that, you know, the time for nonsense is over.
Absolutely.
Especially here, where we are the, you know, I mean.
Absolutely. Especially in the South.
Exactly.
We are the Mecca here in the South, but we don't have the black vote to substantiate who we are as black people, especially here in the South.
Definitely. And think about this, right? Even if you don't go black, if you just go in the South.
Right.
People always say, you know, Republican, Democrats, so on and so forth. I could care less. In the South, for the longest, Republicans have run things. Even though Democrats have been president, the Republicans have always been in the House and the Senate to represent the South.
Right.
To me, none of that matters. Who sees views? Who has the same view as you? Whoever has the same view as you, that's who should get your vote. Period. If they Republican, if they Democrat, if they independent, I don't care.
Right.
If they don't have the same views as you, then you shouldn't be voting for them,
right.
in my opinion.
Then that's Doc's opinion.
Yes.
The early part of the week, the House did send over to the Senate the impeachment. So what Nancy Pelosi did was, it's in delay now, Doc. And the Republicans are saying, if you have this much on this guy, why not go ahead with the proceedings? Why did Nancy Pelosi delay the impeachment from going over to the to where the proper channels to get it started in the courts?
Now, you know how I follow politics.
Right.
Nancy Pelosi is an intelligent woman.
And I believe that.
Nancy Pelosi is holding the vote back because when she is holding the impeachment back,
right,
releasing it to the Senate.
Right.
Because when she does, then the Senate, all members of the Senate, have to go for that process.
Right.
Bernie Sanders, one of her competitors, is a senator.
Okay.
So that means he has to come off the campaign trail.
Absolutely.
And go and follow this process.
Right.
So right now, if he comes off, he still comes back when it's time for really heavy debating.
Okay.
And heavy fundraising. If she holds it until the beginning of the year,
Right.
then even if she holds it until February, that really screws with his campaign.
Absolutely, because I think that's exactly what she's doing.
That's what I think she's doing.
And
as
it's
well.
really a chess type match that she's doing, because if she went ahead and she sent the vote over to the Senate, with the Republicans being in control, of course, they're going to pull out every obstacle that they can to push it through, and all of it probably won't get heard the way Nancy Pelosi wants it to get heard. What she's doing is she's dotting all her I's and she's crossing her T's to make sure that this impeachment goes down the way it's supposed to go down.
Thank you, KJ, for watching, Mr. Kenneth Wilson Jr. for watching the show. But the Constitution, America is failing the Constitution right now.
Right.
Because for a senator to come out and say, I'm not going to be impartial, when that is your oath, that's the oath you take before any impeachment. You have to raise your hand and take an oath to defend the Constitution.
Okay.
So for you to say you're not even going to listen to the evidence, you've already made up your mind
Absolutely.
before it even begins.
Absolutely.
Then you're not for the Constitution, and that should go before anything.
Right.
Again, that should be before Republican, before Democrat, before Independent. It should be, are you willing to
Right.
carry forth your oath
Absolutely.
to the Constitution?
Absolutely.
That's what you were voting in for.
And we all know that in politics, in government, even in life, even on your job, there's always a meeting before the meeting. And the meeting that has to take place is always behind closed doors. I think that heavily that when Nancy Pelosi does send it over to the Senate, that they'll make an executive decision to go ahead and try to resolve the matter. Donald Trump is the third president that has been impeached, from my understanding.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Nixon would have been impeached, but he resigned first.
He resigned.
Yes.
Then Bill Clinton. You know
But
what?
you have to understand what impeaching is.
Absolutely.
Because
Tell them so they'll know, Doc.
President Trump's already has been impeached.
Now let me stop you right there,
Uh-huh.
because what they're also saying is that because Nancy Pelosi has not sent it over to the Senate, he's not yet been impeached yet.
That's not true.
Right, that's what they're saying.
Right. It
Okay,
doesn't
that's
matter what
not
they're
true.
saying. No.
Okay.
Impeachment simply means when they bring about charges.
Okay.
When they've already voted.
Okay.
And they decided they're going to bring impeachment is they've done an investigation.
Okay.
And they've decided that they're pressing charges.
Oh, okay.
Once that vote is cast,
Right.
they're impeached.
Okay, he is
Now,
impeached right
yes.
now. Okay.
Now,
So
after
you
that
all know
process-
firsthand.
After that process happens, then it goes to the Senate for a trial. So all the nonsense about interviewing witnesses and so on and so forth, that was complete and utter nonsense. Because if you know anything about a police investigation, both sides don't get to interview the witnesses during the investigation.
Right.
When the police are looking for witnesses and they're interviewing people to see if they're going to convict somebody of a crime, nobody gets to interview the witnesses. The police don't go around and say, okay, well, hey, I'm about to charge you with a crime,
right.
and I'm going to ask this person what you did. Come with me so you can get your side too.
Okay.
That happens in court.
Right.
So normally that would have happened in the Senate.
Okay.
But since this is such a bipartisan issue, since the Republicans are saying that we don't care what Trump does, we're going to back him, they've turned it into a circus, and they really turned it into nonsense that it's not even about.
Right.
But not removed from office. Exactly. Laura Parris says, but not removed from office. Yes, ma'am. He can't be removed from office until after the Senate tries him.
Absolutely.
So even though he's impeached doesn't even mean he's guilty of a crime. It just means they're charging him. Like he can go to the Senate can hold a trial and find him completely innocent, which I'm thinking they're going to do simply because the Republicans have the majority in the Senate. And they've already decided that regardless, come hell or high water, they don't care.
Right.
So he's not going to be removed from, and I'm not a soothsayer, a psychic,
absolutely,
or a fortune teller. But I can't see with them having the majority, and even this new Democratic guy switching over to them.
Absolutely,
I can't see them removing him from office.
Right, and the American people, we know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking that because the Republicans do run the Senate, that when this goes over to the Senate, they've already said, and they've made no qualms about it, that this president is innocent. I mean, he's done no wrongdoing. So when it goes over to the Senate, the Republicans have already stated this is a waste of time by the Democrats.
Yes.
That we're going to keep this man as a sitting president no matter what.
Exactly.
No matter what information you have, no matter what circumstances he falls on, this is our Republican president. And it's understandable, Doc. Well, it's not understandable, that is, but I watch the news as well, and I see all the Republicans, no, we do not want him to go, but because the Democrats had full control and they got the most votes to impeach him, now it's the Republicans' turn, and that's the way the American people feel.
There are more Democrats in the House of Representatives
absolutely.
and more Republicans in the Senate.
In the Senate.
But that shouldn't matter. The only thing that should matter is, did he commit a crime or did he not? And not even necessarily a crime.
Right.
Did he not hold his oath to the Constitution?
Right.
What happens now? So now, every time there's an election, does the president say, hey, Russia, hey, Ukraine, hey, China, hey, Japan, hey, whomever, look into this and feed America whatever to the citizens, whatever, to boost me for votes? Now, does he say, okay, I want campaign contributions from whomever? You know, I mean, the whole thing comes when Hillary Clinton was running against Trump. She was under investigation for Benghazi.
From Benghazi.
He kept
for the
saying
emails.
that. He kept bringing that up, kept bringing that up. Now, Biden, who may be running against him, is not under any investigation.
Right.
So if he goes under investigation, now Trump can say he's under investigation.
Right.
He's crooked. Look at him.
Absolutely. Hurt his chances.
Exactly.
And that's his plot the whole time.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Now, if he can do that, what happens to this election? What happened to future elections?
Right.
What happened to the Senate, to the House? Because all of them have relationships overseas.
Right.
So now does our government use overseas relationships to help them in elections?
Right. You know, we fund a lot of foreign countries. We give funding to Ukraine. So if people were to just listen to the news and just read, you'll see why Trump did what he did to gain help to beat Joe Biden.
Yes, he was afraid of him because Joe Biden is beating him in every poll.
And the two charges that they are charging Donald Trump with should stick, because there's no doubt in my heart that he did that for that particular reason, to gain leverage in the upcoming election.
And they like to keep talking about the transcript.
Right.
Transcript. First of all, the transcript is not a complete transcript.
Right.
It's parts of the conversation that was taken out of the entire conversation.
And that was edited as well.
Then the entire conversation was put on a server that is not even reserved for that.
Right.
It's reserved for the most confidential things, period.
Right.
After that, now he has it to where only certain hand-picked people can listen to his conversations.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not saying fix what happened. It's saying I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And there's really nothing that can be done about it.
Right. I think
unless we start voting better, then, you know, this is going to be our norm.
Yeah, you're right. If we do not start voting better, that's exactly what I strongly feel, and I think that when all this goes to where it needs to go to, the whistleblower has not been identified yet.
Whistleblower is completely irrelevant at this point.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that maybe they were holding their trump card, so to speak, until it's needed.
The whistleblower, if the whistleblower's information was not backed by someone,
right,
then the whistleblower would still be relevant.
Relevant, okay.
But everything the whistleblower has said has been
already
backed
come out
by somebody who was on the call.
Okay.
So if somebody on the call, if the whistleblower comes out and says, well, I heard that this happened.
Right.
That's just speculation. Okay, you heard it. But if somebody on the call says, yes, that happened, who cares who the whistleblower is?
Okay, yeah, that makes good sense.
Because the information is already known. It's already out there. And I don't think that they want those other people to testify. Like the people that Trump blocked.
Right.
That is clearly obstruction of Congress.
Right.
No one,
absolutely,
except the president, and only under the most confidential of circumstances, can just disregard a congressional subpoena.
Right.
I guarantee you, if we tried it, we'd
Right.
be in jail before.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's an executive order that has to
Exactly.
be signed only by the president. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. The president does not sign the congressional subpoenas.
Okay. Who
That's
signs
done
that?
by- that's done by
a judge?
That's done by the Speaker of the House.
Okay, Speaker of
Pelosi.
the House, Pelosi. Okay.
All
right.
Tina Good. I might be pronounced. Tanae Gooding. What's up, family?
Hey, Miss Goody.
I can't see the picture. But he said, they say, good evening, gentlemen. And I was just saying, hey, Kat is watching. Hey, Kat, we watch the show and we love you. We're about to go to break, family.
Absolutely.
And you ready to take us out?
I'm ready to take you out.
Hang all
The mistletoes, I want to get to know you better.
So many Black lives incarcerated. So many Black lives silenced. When will we stop the madness?
Oh, we back. My bad.
We back.
We got it. Okay, check this out, right? Merry Christmas, everybody. For those who came late, we are here talking about the impeachment. We coming at you live, having big fun on TV 1061, where we...
Welcome to the show.
That's right, in Douglasville, Georgia. Okay, now, we were talking about the impeachment.
Right.
We talked about the process of impeachment.
Right.
We talked about the House voting on being impeached, doing the investigation. The difference in this is that, okay, in the other impeachments, they hired a private counselor,
Right.
an individual outside entity to
Okay.
do the investigation.
Right.
So there was no House Democrats, House Republicans arguing back and forth.
Okay.
Because they had a private entity doing the investigation that was overseen
Okay.
by the House. Now, in this one, the House did the investigation themselves.
Right.
So that added a ball of confusion because most people don't know the process.
Right.
So without knowing the process, then people can say anything and people believe it.
Okay.
Like when the House, when the Republicans were saying, you know, we didn't get a chance to interview the witnesses. Well, in an investigation, you don't get a chance to interview the witnesses. You can call other witnesses,
Right.
but you don't get I mean, I've never heard of that.
Right. There's no one-on-one investigation. The investigation take progress when you sitting at that round table in front of the House, right? Adam Schiff and all those guys.
Yes, that's during it. That's the investigation.
Right.
when
Absolutely.
they're
That's the
doing it.
investigation right
Yes,
there.
That's when they're doing the investigation. But yeah, there are Republicans and Democrats on the committee that's doing the investigation. It's
Right,
not just
I saw
one.
that. I
It's-
saw that, yeah.
So they kept saying
I
they
saw
didn't get
that.
a chance, but that
Yeah.
was just totally
And they
false.
was questioning them, you know, asking them
Exactly.
different questions from a Democratic standpoint, from a Republican standpoint,
But see, the
trying to
question-
gain leverage.
The
I
question
know.
they asked had nothing to do with if he did it or didn't do it.
Right.
It was all about, you know, the process is wrong, the how they're going about it is wrong. More so
Right.
than if he did it or if he didn't do
absolutely.
it. And that's all that should matter.
Which we all see. We already know he did it.
When Bill Clinton was impeached, that investigation began over real estate. Then,
Is that right?
Yes, over real estate. That's what he was originally being investigated for.
Right.
And then they asked him about his affairs, which I don't know how that was brought up,
Right.
with the young lady in the
Right,
office,
yeah.
and he denied it. So that's what they impeached him for lying about
For
that.
lying about it.
That was his.
But it started over real estate.
It started out over real estate. It
Wow.
had nothing to do with that.
Wow.
Yeah, but if that is worth impeachment and finding guilty,
Yeah, absolutely.
how many times did Trump say he didn't pay?
Donald Trump is out of here.
How
Did
many
Bill
times
Clinton,
did he say he
Donald
didn't
Trump
pay?
should be out of here. Absolutely.
Isn't his attorney
Yeah.
in jail
Right.
for lying?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many times did he didn't say he
Yeah.
didn't pay them?
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
And
But-
now I notice now that they are now trying to subpoena his income tax records now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. A federal judge already told him that he had to release.
Right.
But now that's in when the judge says something,
get it.
appeal.
Appeal.
Now they're appealing that.
Okay,
So it's on
yeah.
hold for the
Okay.
appeal. But a federal judge already said that. And a federal judge said that the subpoenas, that they couldn't be just ignored like that.
Okay.
Like only the president has the right to say no. Has the right
Okay.
to just
Right.
I can't think of the term, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey Artie, thank you for watching, family.
Hey, Artie, peace.
Yeah, Arthur Johnson watching. The thing that Biden did is bad.
Right.
Now, it's been investigated on 3 separate occasions
Right.
and found that there was no connection and they had nothing wrong. In
Right.
fact, that Biden had the prosecutor removed for not investigating,
Okay.
not for investigating, but for not investigating.
Okay. Excuse me.
However, it's all good.
Yeah.
Trump's daughter has an official position, and she just went and got trademarks in China worth millions.
Is
I'm gonna
that
say
right?
30 plus millions.
Right.
Why is what's good for the goose not good for the? And she holds an office.
Right.
Biden had no, Hunter Biden had no affiliation with our government.
Right. Now I'm asking you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Was Hunter Biden guilty, or he just didn't know what he was involved in?
Well, guilty of what?
Right,
Guilty
absolutely.
Guilty of not having any experience.
Right.
Guilty of not holding that job title before. Guilty of whatever else. Yes.
Yeah. But he made
but none
thousands
that-
of dollars
None of that's a
at
crime.
that job. Okay.
His friend was a CEO of that company.
Right.
So his friend gave him a job. I mean, is it wrong? Yes.
Okay.
It's wrong as
okay.
all outdoors. Is it illegal? No, it happens all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many
how many
CEOs
hookups have you got,
yeah,
from
exactly.
friends that you
how
know?
many family members have hired their family members
Yeah,
in high-level
absolutely.
positions that
Yeah.
they're not qualified for?
Yeah, yeah.
Happens all the time.
It happens all the
I
time.
mean, there are stocks, there are Ford stocks
Right.
that only the Fords can buy.
Okay.
Nobody else has access to them.
Absolutely right.
So, I mean, yeah, is it messed up? Yes. Is it illegal?
Right,
No.
right.
But Joe Biden had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
his son has his last name, so it looks
Eh,
good that
absolutely.
he had a Biden
Right,
on the
right.
board. But he didn't go and say hire my son.
Right.
That's not the case.
So Donald Trump just digging for dirt, all the dirt
course.
that he can get on Joe Biden to make Joe look bad
That's
in
what
this
it's about.
upcoming election is
It's
what it's
about the
all about.
perception.
All the dirt that you can
Exactly.
get to make him look bad in front of the American people. But guess
Exactly.
what? In the polls, Joe Biden is not the #1 Democratic candidate right now.
Not anymore. Joe Biden.
absolutely.
Have you been watching the debates?
I can't say that I watched every one of them. I watched 2 of them.
Joe
Right.
Biden is looking bad during debates. In that
Right.
he sometimes
I know
look
Bernie
kinda
Sanders ripped them
off.
apart over the Medicare bill
Oh, yes. But
about
see,
a week and a half ago.
I'm not even talking about anybody else
Mm-hmm.
so much as he has pauses. He has sometimes when he seems a little off.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
So I hate to say it like this, but at his age, and I'm not trying to age shame,
Absolutely.
but at his age and at his seemed like mental health, do you allow him to take control of America for 4 years? Do you give him the highest position in the nation?
And I'll be honest with you, I felt Joe Biden when he was the vice president under Obama.
Mm-hmm.
For him to lead this country, I'll be uncomfortable with it because he seems like a very unpredictable type of man. And when I say that, I did watch the debates,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched Bernie Sanders rip them apart. I watched Bajudu rip him apart. Buttigieg, I hope I'm saying that right.
Yes.
Rip him apart, you know.
There's no way in the goodness I would vote for Buttigieg. And it has
yeah.
nothing to do with his sexuality. I don't care what a person does, as long as
Yeah.
they ain't affecting me. But
Is he?
Buttigieg, yes.
Is that
Buttigieg
right?
openly gay.
Okay,
He holds no
Yeah.
qualms about it. I hold no qualms about it.
I know
about
he's
it.
trying to get
But
the black vote now. He went to a black
anybody-
high school or restaurant or something.
If anybody studied his
No, he went
legacy,
to a Lizzo concert.
regardless
He met
of
Lizzo.
what he went to. But
Yeah.
if you study his legacy,
Right.
he was a mayor, and that's the only thing he's done politically that I know
Okay.
of. But even that is crooked because there's a video of the police where he was talking about getting rid of the black police chief,
Okay.
and he did that when he got in office.
Is that right?
That same video, because they were saying they wanted the white people back in charge.
Right.
Well, he also on that same video or another video, they were talking about there's a video of them doing something, and I'm drawing a blank, but it was a video of them doing something, and he could release it, but he won't.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still has control of it, or
Yes,
he
he's
just
trying to get the video destroyed. Now.
Okay, right.
He wants it destroyed. Why? If it's innocent, if there's nothing on it, then release it.
right. Okay.
You know, I mean, stop hiding stuff.
right.
From
Now he's a
people. Stop
governor
lying.
now, right?
He was a mayor. From my
Okay, he was a
understanding.
mayor, so he's running. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm not a fan of his. He's extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything from him as far as his intellectual capabilities, but he's shady to me.
Okay.
His alliances, where do they lie? You know, I mean, if you can get up there and talk well, that's wonderful.
Right.
You can speak all these languages. That's great. You served in the military.
I think you said like what
kudos to you.
six different languages.
Yeah,
Something like
hey, kudos to him.
Yeah.
But there's no way that personally I will vote for him. I just can't see it. I mean,
that. Okay.
you have to, your political views have to line up with mine.
Right.
And you can't exalt anybody and put down anybody
Right.
for me to vote for you.
Right. So Donald Trump has done the impossible, and come to find out, a reality check is that Joe Biden may not even be the #1 contender for the Democratic.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Donald Trump won the
Yeah,
election with
yeah.
2.8, well, with 2.8 million less votes.
Right.
2,800,000 more people voted
Right.
for Hillary than him.
Right.
But he's president.
But
Hey,
he's president.
that's how the system works. I
Right.
can't complain. It is what it is. He's president. I was hoping he went in office and did something worth it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to my disappointment, he still has those gangster mentality, those
Right.
ways of I'm gonna get everything I can out of people,
Right.
however I can,
Right.
and that's just wrong. I
Yeah.
mean, he's done so much stuff, it's ridiculous.
I know,
I
right?
don't-
More than any other president,
For a
sitting
minister-
president, absolutely.
For a minister
Mm-hmm.
to back a man with no morals,
Right.
his morality is a senator passed who had he had military service,
Right.
and then when he finished the military, he became a senator.
Mm-hmm.
He passed less than a year ago. His wife voted to impeach Donald Trump.
Yeah. Right.
Donald
right.
Trump said that her husband is in hell for that.
Right. Wow.
What kind of who says that?
Yeah,
to this
who
breathing
says
woman?
that? Absolutely.
I mean, even if you
Yeah.
felt it,
A
that ain't
heartless
something-
man. Yeah, that's exactly who says it.
How is that acceptable?
Right.
How is that okay? I mean, I just don't get it. I can't understand a stitch of moral fiber to hold on to with this man. People say that, well, he's doing what he said he's going to do. I don't even see that.
Right.
Because when he took office, the economy was on an upswing. Had been
Absolutely.
on an
Obama
upswing
left
for
it in
months.
pretty good
Exactly.
control when he left office.
I don't even see him doing anything that boosted the economy. I
Right.
mean, those tax breaks he gave to rich people,
Right.
that didn't help boost the economy.
Right. Well,
I
Donald
mean,
Trump right now feels, and he thinks, and it's in his 2020 campaign coming on. He thinks that America is in the best place right now that it's ever been, and this is him quoting now.
America is
Yeah.
on the brink of some complete nonsense.
Right.
I hope the FBI, GBI, and all the rest of those letters, CIA,
Mm-hmm.
all you know, I hope they are really infiltrating the American underbelly.
Right.
Because Donald Trump is making America great by showing America who America is.
Yeah.
All of these hate groups, over 1,000 new hate groups have spawned. Not just the ones we've had, 1,000
Right.
new.
Right.
Why?
What
I mean, Donald Trump,
that was my next question.
Donald Trump
Why?
did not create any feelings that are out there. So this is not a Donald Trump problem. This is an American problem.
And I think a lot of them was out there, Doc,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
never had the guts, and I do use guts very strongly, to show themselves.
Yes, they did
but
not
now
have
they're showing themselves.
They did not have
so
the
to speak,
testicular fortitude
as
to
they
come out in public. They didn't want to be shamed.
Now they're comfortable with coming out now.
It's okay to come out now and support wear your KKK garments.
Right.
It's okay now to come out and say you're gonna pop that white blah 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 this that and the other. None of that makes sense.
Or drive a car through a crowded bunch of protesters.
The good people on both sides.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. That kill somebody.
Yeah.
Because they feel comfortable being out in the open now. Exactly. Angie's joined us.
Hey,
Angela
Angie.
Smith Gorham. Yeah, she was at a basketball game.
Right.
And took a picture of a guy, of a Caucasian male in blackface. Right in the audience. Like, why is that okay?
Right.
I mean, why are we so morally low it's okay to publicly degrade each other now?
Right. Well, the governor of South Carolina was in blackface, and he's still the governor of South Carolina right now.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But see, that's my point. We're
Right.
so full of,
Okay. Now. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Merry Christmas. We're going to take a little short break. But before we go into the break, we want to say Merry Christmas from the Talk Show Kings. And we have a program that we want to celebrate. We want you all to be a part of. It's called Shop with a Cop this Christmas. Shop with the Cop was started by Tim Pounds. Tim Pounds is the Douglas County Sheriff's Department. Hey, Big Tim, how's it going?
We want to appreciate
And it's
you, man.
sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Douglasville. If you don't know about the Kiwanis Club, Google them and become a part of the Kiwanis Club. It's also sponsored by Walmart. Walmart this Christmas is keep doing their thing every Christmas as they always do before. Also produced by our own producer of Talk Show Kings and Talk Show Diva, our very own Felix Washington.
Mr. Washington.
Felix Washington, his sponsorship also goes to Wisdom Incorporated. Go online, pull up Wisdom Incorporated. Check Felix out. If you want to make check Felix out. If you want to make a donation or you want to send to a nonprofit organization, this would be the best one to do so. It's called Wisdom Time, and it's produced by Felix Washington, our own producer. But Shop with the Cop. And get these kids, the kids that will not get anything for this Christmas, try to help a kid out. So Shop with a Cop, straight from Douglasville County Sheriff's Department, and the sheriff himself, Tim Pounds, is an affiliation. Also, my man Doc.
If we can talk negatively about the police when bad things happen, then we should
Absolutely.
exalt them when good things happen, because we would be in a real bad place if we didn't have them.
Absolutely.
Hey, any police out there doing their job correctly, I applaud you, salute you, and give you all the praise, family.
Absolutely. Once again, Shop with a Cop for Christmas.
Exactly.
Douglasville Sheriff's Department, 10 pounds. Peace. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
People making lists, buying special gifts, taking time to be kind to one and all. It's that time of year when good friends are dear, and you wish you could give more than just presents from a store. Why don't you give love on Christmas Day? Oh, even the man who has everything.
What do you want Santa Claus to bring?
If you would bring him love on
You want to bring what?
Christmas Day.
Babe, how you doing? What you want Santa Claus to bring? What you want for Christmas? Huh? A phone? What you want Santa? Bobby doll? What you want Santa Claus to bring? Legos.
Everywhere there's an air of Christmas joy.
Oh.
It's that once a year when the world sits still, and you'd like to find a way to show the things that words can say. Why don't you ship docks. With rhythm on our side, we cannot be stopped. And as planetary citizens, listen, we are not ZYX or the next generation. We are the continuum, surging with urgent patience. More than millennials, we are perennial emeralds. Glistening, listening to ethical generals. Embracing notes from Grace Lee Scroll. As these days unfold, we make broken streets whole. Resilience meets brilliance, the key is children. Tomorrow is promised, cause we intend to build it. We a community of beauty and passion.
Please make sure you get me paying out of my pocket.
Elders imagine.
You don't get nothing there, Felix. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know it's that time of the year where everybody try to do for the children. It's such a pleasure for me, the commissioner, to be here to assist these children that was unfortunate kids, I should say. But what this thing is called is Shop with a Cop, and for Christmas, his Christmas, and they was donated $100 per child by the Rotary Club.
Everybody, the Kiwanis Club does.
Kiwanis Club. They, you know, each kid had $100 to spend. Each police officer, deputy sheriff had a chance to go along with that child and shop as they shop. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I do it every year, but this particular year is different. It's just so honorable to be here with these children because sometimes that's the only Christmas they gonna get. And if we play the part in them getting it, it just makes me so happy to do that because I'm all about the children anyway. So y'all, everybody just continue to shop, continue to have a good time. If y'all need the sheriff or the commissioner, we right in this room.
Hey, welcome back, family. Check this out, right? Did you guys see that? That was like a group of kids from Detroit. It's like, there was an 11-year-old girl singing. You know, the one who I thought was Michael Jackson.
Sound like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But check it out. The youth really coming through. We got to praise the youth.
Right.
If you want a spot like that on Talk Show Kings, then email 1061tv@gmail.com. And, you know, let us know.
Get you a spot.
Exactly. Get you a spot on, get your commercial on during the show. Right now, we finna go into a more season, a more time of the season topic, because we want to dive into Christmas.
Absolutely.
Why don't you get up? Okay, right? We want to talk about Christmas, and it's so great. Like, I was talking to my daughter a couple of days ago, and I said, baby, what do you remember most about when we got that rock band?
Right.
And she said that she could play the guitar well. I beat the drum till they broke. My other daughter, she sang, and we just laughed and this, that, and the other.
Right.
I said, what I remember most is that I got to spend 9 hours with my babies.
Right.
9 hours straight. We did nothing but talk, laugh, and joke. That's priceless to me. Right. You know, that is something that, you know, this time, and I take nothing away from the Almighty, but this time is a time when families come together, when, you know, it's just you sharing a love. Now, it should be shared all year round. I have no problem with that at all. I agree with that concept 100%. But it's just something special about now. Right. You know, the music, the feelings, that joyous occasion. One of my daughters, the middle baby, she got a little Dora thing once, you know. She started vibrating. Her whole body just was shaking. And she was so happy when she opened that gift. That's the kind of stuff that is just amazing. That
Are
feeling.
parents putting more emphasis now on the gifts and instead of the
Boom.
love?
That's where
you
I was
know?
going, because although I'm talking about gifts and giving and this, that, and the other,
Right,
it's about the love that God gave us
right.
by sending His Son for us.
And that was our gift.
Exactly.
He
That
didn't
was the
wrap it
ultimate
up.
gift.
He didn't package it. He didn't
Hey.
send it through UPS or FedEx. Didn't bring it by the house. It's just that love that a person has for each other, and God instilled in all our hearts just to
Exactly.
love. You don't have to go to Macy's. You don't have to go to Walmart to show your children, your wife, your spouse, your family, your mother that you love them. Simply go over and say it out of your mouth.
Some of the best times I had as a
Right,
kid,
right.
my mom had these fake candles that had these orange light bulbs on the top of them that she would light every year.
Right.
And every year it snowed here.
Right.
Or almost every year. And I remember my dad and I going outside making a snowman. And we didn't do the customized balls because we ain't know nothing about all that. So
Right.
we filled the trash can up with snow and packed it down,
Right.
turned it over,
Right.
stick for the nose. But that's some of the best memories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
they don't do that anymore.
it's about that love, family.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
it's about loving your family or loving whomever, because it ain't got to be family, it ain't got to be blood
Right.
or this, that, and the other.
Absolutely.
It can be whomever. It's about just a time to let go of all grievances, all nonsense,
Right.
and just love. You know, I mean,
If you're feuding with your siblings or you're feuding with your immediate family, during this time right here, what Doc is saying, and what I'm saying also, is show love during this holiday season.
Yes.
Make up, you know, and try to bond and stay together. I preach so much and I minister so much to people and telling them that your time here, Doc, is only limited.
Exactly.
You know, no man knows the hour, the time, or the day that God is coming back. No man knows the hour, time, or day that you're going to leave here. Chances are you may leave here before God comes back, but what God has left us is general love for each other. And during these holidays, people may not have the finances that
Exactly.
other people may have to go out and buy the gifts that other people may be able to afford the gift, but there's no price on the gift of love.
hey, how much does it cost to hug somebody?
Nothing.
You know, how much it costs to say, you know, I'm glad that you're okay.
Nothing.
And even if you don't believe in Christianity, there's another book that says the evildoer will make evil seems as if it's okay. The Quran. Now, I'm not going specifically by the words.
Right.
I may be paraphrasing, just like I paraphrase the Bible when I say that He sent His only begotten Son so that we be saved. All I'm saying is that it's a time for love, family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whether you just sit up there and give your if you're a female and you give your dude a back massage, or you a male and you rub your baby girl feet, you know,
Absolutely.
whatever you are into, y'all just spend time holding hands, talking nonsense. You know, taking the socks out the dryer
Yeah,
and throw them at each other. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Just
Yeah.
something to have fun. It's a time
Right.
for that is now. You know, you can celebrate being off work, the time off. You can celebrate that. That can be the reason.
Right.
It doesn't have to do with anything with the religion. It can be just loving.
And even if you have nothing to give, you know, time is one of the quite essential gifts that you can give somebody. If you give them your time, give them the opportunity to express themselves. Give them an opportunity to learn something about your mate or your spouse or your loved one that you never even knew about them, because life is so busy with doing this and doing that. And I think the most important thing, Doc, is show them love and show them gratitude and appreciation for everything that's going on during this Christmas season.
My grandmother is in hospice status with cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
And when I go see her, and I down myself, or I get down on myself because I don't go often, because my memories of her, my grandmother is everything to me, and my memories of her walking around talking crap and
Right.
making me laugh and
Right.
things of that nature,
Right.
and to see her in this state bothers
Right.
me. But when I do go see her,
Right.
then I kick everybody out the room,
Right.
or tell everybody to be quiet,
Right.
and I play some James Brown. One time I played Muddy Waters,
Right.
and we snap our fingers and talk crap and laugh,
Right.
because that's the joy, that's that happiness. I'm not that kind who I have to be a multimillionaire to be happy. That's just not who I am as a person. If you do, I'm not knocking you by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
Whatever it takes for you to be happy, as long as you're not hurting another person, do you, family.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying for me, hey, if we can talk crap and
Yeah,
laugh
yeah.
and you know, sing or have some music playing
Yeah.
or I don't know, play dominoes,
Right,
whatever.
absolutely.
Hey, it's
that's
that
always
season.
and
It's
that's
that time.
always absolutely that's always my favorite. Spending time with my family,
Exactly.
going over, laughing and talking, resorting back to when we grew up, having fun, and that's what it's all about, And with my family, we have some jokes to tell,
Amen.
as,
Some of the memories are so funny. I did not even know I was poor, man.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
swear
either.
for goodness, I had no idea.
Right,
Eating
right.
beanie weenies or porky beans with
right.
cut up hot dogs in them.
Absolutely.
I still don't see nothing wrong with that. Hey, I was full at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Get in the cardboard box, slide down the hill in the snow.
Yeah.
Man, you couldn't tell me I went on the sled. Hey.
Yeah. And my parents, my father, and as well as my mother, they seem to always make a way out of no way.
Exactly.
We had food on the table. We had Christmases almost every year. And the thing about growing up is that I lost a twin brother at an early age. And to get through that, it was kind of difficult at first, but I got through it with my family and my mother always being there. But most of all, them providing for us and allowing us to say, well, hey, we suffered a loss, a major loss, but life will go on. And I got through that. I got through it through Christmases, through Easter. You remember back in the day, we used to get stuff on the 4th of July, you got an outfit. Easter, you got an outfit. Christmas, you got an outfit.
Easter,
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's, and Easter was church days.
Yeah.
It was church packed. It still is like that, ain't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Church packed on them days. Because everybody got their Easter clothes.
Absolutely.
And now they
Absolutely. So basically what we're
Hey.
saying is don't put a whole lot of emphasis on gifts and spending. And a lot of people now, and this year, they are spending millions on gifts, this year for Christmas, when all you need to do is just sacrifice and just make it a happy time for whomever in your life.
I am a firm believer
Right.
in giving kids Christmas gifts because I want them to feel that joy, that magic or whatever for opening up the presents. You
Right.
know, I mean, that's something kids look forward to, and I don't want to take that from them.
Absolutely.
But it's more about the time. If I gave a little boy a football, then I'm gonna throw down the football with it.
Right.
If I gave a girl a doll, then I'm gonna play doll with her.
Right.
And I think that's what it's more about, because toys and gifts are cool, but that time usually, I can't speak for everybody and
Right.
all children, of course, but usually that time spent is what you remember when you're older.
Right, absolutely.
Like, yeah, my daughter can tell you about when we went swimming
Yeah.
in the pool, and I told her not to go in the deep, and she
Yes.
went anyway, and I
Right.
sat there and looked at her like, you gonna drown if you don't stop acting crazy, take your butt back over. She swims like a fish now, but at the time she couldn't swim. But she went to the deep anyway.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, stop screaming, because
Right.
I'm not getting in the water. I just told you
Right.
not to come down here. You did anyway. You go drown, you better take your butt back over there.
Now, Doc, let me ask you, what about the families that cannot afford
Exactly.
to buy children, to buy the daughter a doll or a Dora, or cannot afford to buy the son a fire truck, a game? And these kids, they want expensive things,
understand.
this year. It wasn't near like the Sega Genesis that we came up with or the Pac-Man. These games now are $300 and $400 games. Who gets? Well, I know who gets those, people that can afford them.
Yeah.
But the ones that cannot afford them, and under the tree there is no nothing. Should they go to Walmart? What should they do?
There are organizations
Right,
that
absolutely.
give things
Right.
to people who can't afford it, and even if you can't afford it, if you have a roof over your head, if
Right.
it's raining outside and, and you're
Absolutely.
not wet and cold, then you have something to celebrate. I mean, times can be hard, and by no means am I, trying to knock your struggle or trying to
Right.
belittle your struggle.
Right.
I'm not one to sit and say that I've gone through a lot of the stuff that other people have. But I will say that I can remember waking up and it was so cold that, I couldn't open my eyes because the cold had matted and shut.
Right.
But that didn't stop anything.
Right.
My dad came in there. I grew up with a single parent father from the time I was in the 4th grade. My dad came in there, got some cold water, wiped my eyes, and said, "Boy, shut up." Stop making all that noise. Because I was hollering, 'cause I couldn't open my eyes. But that kind of stuff is like,
Right.
I treasure. Me and my mom walking in the rain in the summer.
Right.
Sitting down and splashing water on each other. That is the kind of stuff that
Right.
made my childhood great to me.
Right.
I can remember stuff they gave me. I can remember when I was 3, and I remember my sister Valerie. I couldn't say Valerie, so I said Bowie. She was trying to show me how to use this little gray car my dad had got me, and I remember I wanted the lights to come on, and I wanted it, and the lights was those little silver like stickers. Or something.
Right.
I remember trying to eat the steering wheel, and my sister talking to me, trying to tell me how to drive it, 'cause the battery operated.
Right.
I mean, I can remember all that kind of stuff. But my most fun memory, like I said, is sitting at the dinner table talking crap.
Absolutely.
Dipping my bread in my Kool-Aid, not because it tasted good,
Right.
but because it aggravated my sister.
Right.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I think is great. And
Right.
that's the kind of stuff I think that we need to get back to.
And we do. We need
know?
those memories. If you can share those memories, and I'm gonna share a memory of mine. One Christmas, I always wanted the Radio Raheem boombox. No, I didn't get a boombox. No, I didn't get a boombox as big, but I got one, probably a medium-sized one, and it had the usage was 12 D batteries. Now, my parents got the first set of D batteries, but they didn't tell me, hey, look, when these boombox go bad now, you're responsible for the batteries.
Yeah.
And I got the Commodore's brick house tape.
Oh, what you know about
the
that,
8-track
young man?
brick house tape.
Hey.
And I played that brick house for about 4 hours. And I'm listening to it, and all of a sudden they go, "She's a brick house." I was like, what in the world? She said, "So your battery going dead?" I said, "Mom, I need some."
I
She's
need some battery.
No, you better battery.
You
So
need a job.
please, no, please forgive me. I went down to the corner store and I saw the old 12 batteries and I hooked them. I think I went to the corner store about 6 times that day. I apologize. I'm sorry. I know better now.
Oh, goodness. I
But
feel you
man,
on that one.
and those were the fun times about
Yes.
Christmas and
Yes.
going through that.
I remember.
Yeah.
Hey, I had it wasn't big at all. It was a little bitty one, but it was an Emerson, and it had 8 C batteries.
Right.
But you couldn't tell me nothing.
Absolutely.
I had a Elton John CD in there. The Jets. Hey, I'm a little eclectic when it comes to music. I had that Tell the Roof Off the Sucker to Me.
Yeah.
Hey, right, you couldn't tell me nothing. And, I remember like Christmas music.
Yeah.
Donny Hathaway.
Yeah, all through the house.
Bruh.
Smelling good, cakes and pies.
Temptations. You couldn't tell me.
Yes.
Donny Hathaway was my favorite Christmas song up until I was walking in Walmart. And I happened to, it's crowded, people doing this, that, and other, and a song was playing over here, and I was like, who is that? What is?
Right.
They said, NSYNC. Man, I almost hit the floor.
Is that right?
NSYNC.
The boy band NSYNC.
The boy band NSYNC.
I like them too.
Acapella
Yeah, I
version
did.
of Old Holy Night.
Yeah.
Blow your socks off.
Is
bro.
that right?
I love that song,
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
do.
yes,
And now
yes.
that's my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Donny Hathaway.
Absolutely.
Closely
Absolutely.
followed by Donny.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the season, y'all, for love, family.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. This is a
Love
beautiful
somebody.
season. Christ died during this season, rose again during this season for our sins. So we have to be celebrating this in a positive way. I mean, in a real positive way, so please, honor that, and be happy, for the season. It's a beautiful season. We love it. A season of love and a season of giving. And we hope y'all will do that and follow us.
Exactly.
Right.
people say that we give gifts because the wise men came and gave gifts to Christ.
Right.
And that's wonderful.
Right.
For whatever reason you give gifts, that's wonderful.
Right.
As long as it's done from your heart. As long as it's done, never feel like that if you can't give, that you're any less of a
Right.
person or parent or whatever. As long as it's from your heart,
Absolutely.
And from my heart, we got to go to break. We'll be back in a little bit. All right?
We'll be right back.
Hey.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com, and we thank you for your time.
Welcome back to this last segment of this show today. So again, we want to give a shout out to Felix Washington, Marcus Givens.
Shouts out, fellas.
Billings.
Barksdale.
I always mess
I
up.
know, right?
I always mess up the last name.
We apologize, Shantae.
Shantae, one of these days, I'm just, anyway, I'm going to have to learn how to read too, because it's right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's not the point. The point is, we want to give a shout out to everybody and say we're having big fun out on TV 1061.
Absolutely.
We're going to go into this last segment with a new topic. What's this new topic, King?
This new topic is, and we get a lot of calls, we get a lot of emails, and they say, Talk Show Kings, we love the politics, we love the sports, we love the impeachment that you're giving us, but you got to give us something about relationships.
About how men feel about certain situations.
Absolutely. And you already know, Talk Show Kings, we're going to give it to you uncut.
Unedited.
We're about to talk to you right now. Women, please stop playing the role of a wife if you're not a wife yet.
What you talking about, man?
Husbands, please stop playing the role of a husband if you are not a husband yet. What they are doing, Doc, women are playing roles as wives and they don't even have the ring on.
Whoa, tell me about
You
that.
better say that, Pastor.
Hey, say that. What you
Women,
talking about?
don't do the things that a wife should do if he's not married you yet. You are not supposed to. You're giving away the milk for free. Make him buy the cow. Don't give away the milk for free. Make him buy the cow.
Wait, Pastor.
They are doing it.
What about people in relationship who ain't necessarily ready to get married?
It's okay to be in a relationship.
But he's doing everything he's supposed to do to provide for her.
The relationship has boundaries.
Oh, okay.
Those boundaries only go so far, women. You are doing too much and you are expecting too little of yourselves.
What's the man's boundary?
Well, the man's boundary is to do what a man's supposed to do. See, there's a boyfriend in every relationship. that generates into the husband of that relationship.
Okay, no, you didn't answer my question.
Okay,
I
go
said,
ahead.
What's the man's boundaries? Because a man can do everything he wants. A man can even ask for marriage. What if she ain't ready to be married?
Okay, well, you got to understand that. When a woman is ready to be married, there's no such thing as she's not ready. If she's not ready, she's not going to be ready. You can't make a wife ready when she's not ready.
Gotcha. So
To
then
be
the man gets to
married,
leave?
it has to be in agreement between two people.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
The Bible says, well, two or more are joined in my name. He didn't say one, he said two. It takes two. Women,
more,
I minister to women all the time, even on my radio show. And it's a minister, he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, or he's doing up to a certain point. You know why? Because he's not your husband. See, women are in relationship with men right now that's not their husband.
You okay? I'm still okay on the man's side.
Okay, come on
a man
now.
ready to be married. Go to his woman or his girl.
Right,
The girl he's dating
right.
and says, "Will you marry me?" And she says, "I don't want to break up, but I'm not ready to get married."
Okay.
So what should he do?
Okay, then there's more time that has going to be anticipated. If she's not ready to be married now, then it takes her time to get to that point.
So what should he do? Does he keep the relationship going? What's his?
If she's supposed to be his wife, it's going to keep going anyway.
Gotcha.
If she's not supposed to be his wife, at that particular juncture, the relationship is going to probably dissolve anyway. When you are supposed to marry a woman, that woman is going to know. That husband is going to know. That's why I say, women, stop playing the role of a wife if you are not that man's wife yet. See, women are cooking, they're cleaning, they're ironing, they're massaging feet, they're massaging backs, they're massaging necks, they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're doing everything in the bedroom that man wants for them to do. But guess what? How in the world do you expect the man to want to marry you when you already doing what the wife's supposed to do? You got to make him wait on it. If he waits on it, then he can seek you and say, well, I want you to do this. Okay, well, marry me, I'll do it. I need for you to do this.
Gotcha.
Okay, marry me, then I'll do it. Same thing with the men.
Okay, same thing with the men, because I'm curious on that, because if a man rubbing feet,
Absolutely.
if he's providing whatever,
Absolutely.
making sure that she's protected, making sure
Right,
she's cared for,
right.
making sure that her house has
That's husband
furniture
stuff.
in it,
Absolutely.
making sure that she's she's well taken care of.
That's husband
Massaging
stuff.
the feet, rubbing back,
Absolutely.
blah, blah, this, that, and the other, but she ain't ready
Absolutely.
to get married.
Absolutely.
Then he should say, what? I'm going to stop doing all this until you're ready to
Absolutely.
get married?
Well, a man should play his role. And if he's doing all that, no, don't stop doing all that, because with you doing all that, that may bring her into closer to saying,
Wait.
that I'm going to marry you.
So a man should keep doing everything of a husband in the hopes that she decides to get married. But a woman should not.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Because-
Stop playing the role of a husband.
How? What does he do? What does he stop doing?
A
to
lot
not
of
be the
a
husband?
lot of the things that men are doing now, and they're acting like the woman's husband, is they are do this and do that and give me this and give me that. As a husband should ask his wife. But when you marry a woman, and if you read into the Bible, your wife is required to do certain things. Say, for instance, in the lovemaking department, your wife's body becomes yours
Gotcha.
because she has given herself to you under God. When a wife is not under the oath of God and she's given herself to you, she's given herself to you in the wrong manner, because she is not your wife. And I'm going to say this to you. At the well, the Samaritan woman came to the well to get the word from God. God told her, go back to your husband and bring your husband to me. She said to him, she said, for I don't have a husband. He said, you have 5 husbands. You know why he said she had 5 husbands? Because she had slept with all 5 men. When a woman gives herself to you in that manner, she's supposed to be your wife.
You come in strong with that, Pastor. Now, okay, every time I ask you about what the man shouldn't do, you
Right.
flip it into the woman.
No.
Yes, because every time I
And I
ask
understand.
you what the man's not supposed to do, you talk about
Right.
the woman not supposed to do
Okay,
this,
I'm
the
about
woman
to
not supposed to do
okay,
that.
then
But
I
what's
answer.
the man not supposed
Okay,
to do?
then I answer your question head on. A man should cease from acting like the husband. So that means that if he have to stop some things, Doc, he should stop it. You should stop it. You ain't got to give a woman your all if she's not planning on marrying you.
Oh, okay.
Why give her your all if she ain't planning on marrying you? When a man meets a woman, the first thing he want to do is give her his all in hope that she's going to marry him.
Okay.
But when she say, Doc, well, I'm not ready right now. As a man, okay, then stop doing all the stuff that you're doing and see how quick she'll want to marry you after you don't stop doing all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard the one from a man's perspective.
Stop
'Cause I
doing
always
all
hear
that.
A real man this,
Right.
a real man that.
Y-
But
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
extremely
yeah.
rare you hear a real woman this.
Now there's such thing, and I want y'all to get this, there's such thing as a real man, there's such things as a stupid man, there's such thing as a crazy man. You know, women get all types of different men when they first meet them. I would say this, and I would say this again, and we're going into closing. Men, stop playing the role of a husband when you're not the husband.
Gotcha.
Wives, women, stop playing the role of a wives when you're not his wife. And that's our relationship pointer for this week.
Relationship 101 from
Absolutely.
the Swag King himself. Hey, what do you say to that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, me, I always, I spoil my woman because
Absolutely.
she got to deal with me. I'm
Right.
not the most
Because you
easy
want to
person deal
marry your
with.
woman.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. She knows how I feel. But hey, if it happens, cool. If it don't happen, cool. Ain't nothing I can do about that. That whole back away thing. I'm surprised you said that, Pop. Hey, that's cool. A little relationship advice for the men and the women.
Absolutely.
On that note, we will be seeing you guys
On
next
that
episode.
note, next year, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, follow la la
Yeah,
la.
next year. Next year, we're the Talk Show Kings. We need to spend time with family as well. We're breaking for next week's show, which means that you won't see us next week. But going into the new year, Doc, we wish and
will
hope
be back.
everybody have a wonderful Christmas,
definitely.
a blessed and awesome new year. We look forward to bringing them better stuff this year.
We're also looking for a couple of new kings.
Absolutely.
So if you guys
Also.
have any interest in participating, if you have some ideas, if you feel like
Absolutely.
you're articulate and you would like to come on the show, host, be a guest host or whatever.
Absolutely.
And then, we can check you out and see if you want to be on the show. Then let us know. Again, email 1061tv@gmail.com.
Right.
And let us know you're interested.
Absolutely.
And on that note, we're leaving.
Absolutely. And also, don't forget, shop with the cop this Christmas. Douglas County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Tim Pounds are sponsoring, also by the Kiwanis Club of Douglasville, sponsored by Walmart, and also produced by Felix Washington and his nonprofit organization, Wisdom, Inc. Tune in to our next show. We love you so much. We just want you to have an awesome Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Say peace, love to my brother Dwayne. Happy birthday, Big D. To my wonderful mom, whom I love you so much. Also to the love of my life. She knows who she is. I love you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for TV 1061. Felix, brother Marcus Given, also Shantae Barksdale. And the Kings are not here. Man, we love you. Please put it together and join us. We would love to continue to have you. Doc, take us out.
I'm going to give a shout out to my grandmother, Miss Dorothy Perry. I love you, Grandma. Forever.
Hey, Grandmama.
I hope you can see this. My mother, Regina Janet Schofield, she gave me my silly, and I appreciate it with all my heart. My father for my work ethic and my thinking, my rational way of thinking. I'd like to give a shout out to baby girl for just being who you are. And on that note, I'm going to say peace. Everybody else, if you my fam, I got love for you.
Absolutely.
And I don't necessarily mean blood.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, fam.
Happy New Year. Geneva Lundy Huff, love you.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.